keepers. Who can the 49ers build around going forward? Not Brock. Not Debo. Not Juszczyk. Debo and Juszczyk need to be the first two guys off the team. Those guys are the epitome of overpaid and washed. Done. Juszczyk is done. Debo is done. They're never going to be impact players again. Ever. And they're getting paid a lot of money. You can't have those guys making all that money doing a whole bunch of nothing at best. So they're gone. But who are the keepers? Who are the guys who really, really set the tone and set a standard for performance and effort? Juwan Jennings, for sure. George Kittle, even though he's getting a little bit older. George Kittle, for sure, should be on this team. Fred Warner, playing through a fractured ankle. Hell yeah, it matters to him. I mean, it matters to Christian McCaffrey, but I think he's gotten to the point where injuries are such an issue for him, he's got to go. I'm sorry, it's not just about effort and who wants to be here. It's who can be here. Christian McCaffrey, it's over. It's over. He could have 12 months of rest. It's never going to be the same for him. He's going to be in and out of the lineup. He's going to be injured a lot the rest of his career. He's got to go. Juszczyk, got to go. Debo, got to go. Trent Williams. I mean, he's the highest paid offensive lineman in the league for what? For what? He's got to go. Nick Bosa. One of the highest paid players in the league for what? He's a good player. But he's not on the field enough. When he gets hurt, it's for a long time. And I can't help but point out that, you know, when things were going good for the Niners for that like brief second when they beat the Cowboys and Bosa comes out with the hat to make a little political statement, the Niners 1-3 since then. And the thing about the hat to me was like, man, this team is trying to come together and you are over there wearing the hat of another team and it's not a football team. That doesn't help. Someone needed to bring this team together this year, and it wasn't Bosa, it wasn't Trent Williams, it wasn't Debo or Juszczyk or Kyle Shanahan. Those guys all have to go. And it's like, oh, but the team won't be good next year. The team won't be good if they keep these guys. They could keep everyone and hopefully maybe win 7 or 8 games next year or actually clean house and start the rebuild that should have started this year. They could keep kicking the can down the road, or they could actually start to address this now. Be honest about the people who've actually earned sticking around. Not with stuff they did last year, the year before that, this year. Who earned it this year? It's obvious who earned it this year. Not Debo. Juwan. Juwan's been the best wide receiver on this team for a full 12 months. What an inspirational player. I love watching him play. He should be here for a very long time. He's not a number 1 wide receiver, but he's an excellent number 2. And with George Kittle, those are 2 go-to guys. You need a fast field stretcher. It could be Brandon Ayuk, or maybe not. It's not Ricky Pearsall. But they got 2 really good receivers. They got 2 really good running backs in Garendo and Mason. That's a good start. Diamador Lenore looks pretty good. Malik Mustafa looks pretty good. Renardo Green looks pretty good. Fred Warner is a Iron Man. The rest of the team can go. Jake Moody, go. Jake Brendel, goodbye. Colton McKivitz, see you later. Aaron Banks, thank you very much. Dominic Pooney, you get to stay. Christian McCaffrey, sorry, thanks for everything. Leonard Floyd, Malik Collins, like, go. No, I mean, nothing against them, but like this team missed their window. You don't need to hold on to these vets that were just here as mercenaries to maybe win a Super Bowl. Like, that's over. Super Bowl window's done. You're looking to the future now. Guys who actually have some desire to be here and play like it. And I think you can count those guys on one hand. That's how bleak this is. The Niners need to start over, and they haven't even begun to tear it down yet. They got to find a new coach. They got to find a new quarterback. And I don't think that Jed York has the guts to do it. He just increased season ticket prices. You can't do that and clean house, because when you clean house, then you have to lower ticket prices and be like, look, bear with us for a few years. I know you guys have really enjoyed going to the playoffs, but we don't want to just sort of be stuck in mediocrity. We don't want to be stuck in the purgatory of being a team that can go pretty far, but not far enough because we have a fatal flaw and we're old and we're done and we're complacent. No, we need some fresh blood in here, some fresh, all of it. I don't think he has the guts to do it. Hey, 49er fans, guess what? Slashing ticket prices. Be patient. You know we have the right idea here. You know we have the right vision for the future. Does this team have a vision for the future? The vision for the future was pay Brock Purdy $250 million and profit. Now they can't do that. But they can keep Jordan Mason and Juwan Jennings. That's what they found out this year. No, you don't have a franchise quarterback or a head coach, but you got a nice 1-2 punch at running back, and you have one hell of a number 2 receiver and an excellent nickel back and a promising young safety. And you know you got a great middle linebacker. Other than that, you have one of the worst kickers in football. Special teams, you have one of the worst special teams coordinators in football, one of the worst defensive coordinators in football. No D-line. Dre Greenlaw may never play for this team again. Who knows? He better not play this year. Season's over. He's not saving anything. You saw what happened to Christian McCaffrey in this game. God forbid Greenlaw comes back and has some type of overcompensation injury to something else. It's the last thing he needs. So, Jed, who are the keepers? Get rid of everyone else. Bring Aziz back, says Niner Fan 85. He got in trouble today. Draft Riley Leonard and bring in Marcus Freeman, says G Master Cupcake. Got to keep Mason, says Salim Ingram. Agree. Pasta chocolate sounds like a terrible combination. Here's $1. Carlos R says, it's oh so strange Debo didn't talk to the media again. I know, man. Stand up guy. Nicholas says Eagles bad last year, now top of the league. Kyle Shanahan can too. Okay, let's talk about that. So Nick Sirianni, hold on. You said that the Eagles were bad last year. They were 11-6 last year, went to the playoffs, man. The Niners are a whole different level of bad. But okay, what did they do? They got rid of a bunch of coordinators and brought in Vic Fangio. The Niners aren't going to get Vic Fangio. Kyle could have had Vic Fangio last year. Fangio wanted to come to the 49ers. He was living out there. And Kyle's like, well, yeah, but you have to run my scheme. You can't really do things your way because, Vic, what do you know about football? What do you know about defense? I know more about defense. We run the wide 9 here. If you want to coach here, you got to use the wide 9. Meanwhile, the wide 9 doesn't work anymore. Vic Fangio's running the Eagles defense the way he's run all of his defenses, and their defense kicks ass. So, yeah, if Kyle Shanahan wants to fire Nick Sorensen and actually bring in like a really good defensive coordinator and a good special teams coordinator, I don't know if he has those people in his Rolodex anymore.